Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Craig, and we're the Chakra Chefs.
Chakra Chefs. We're here
we are indeed.
We're working on the sixth
chakra
today. 6. It's amazing I can count that high. And it deals with vision. And guess where it is, Craig?
Right here.
Right. Ooh, and an intellectual like you,
I've been paying attention.
All right. It deals with vision, personal vision, imagination, dreams. But we're going to work with the idea of presentation, the sense of your vision of your life.
And today we're going to do a very, very simple thing. We're working with tea and scones.
Tea and scones.
Scones are
what a great meditative tool.
Simplest thing. Now, you know those scones you get in the at the local coffee shop or whatever, and they're like $2.50 a piece.
Oh, and they're dry.
And you can use them as a wheel chock out of the airport and keep the planes from rolling.
That's creative.
This is very, very simple. We're going to do a ginger apricot scone. Very simple thing. Ginger and apricot. I'm just going to get this going here. And the trick to making these really light is you use half cake flour.
Half cake flour.
And half regular flour. That's about a cup of each.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add some cream of tartar, about a teaspoon.
Yeah.
And about a half teaspoon of baking soda.
Now, why are you putting it in a strainer, Craig?
Because you'll sift all of these flours together, get the lumps out, and it'll be really terrific. Now, what I've got here, the magic ingredient in this, is ground ginger. Now, you can get it in the grocery store in these cans, but it's generally one of those spices that sits around the back of the spice cabinet for months at a time, and it loses all of its flavor and all of its aroma. I have found these wonderful dried ginger roots.
Where do you get those, Craig?
I got them at a little specialty spice house. If you can find, you can get them online too from some of the spice distributors online. Penzies, I guess I can mention that in some other places. This is the Spice House in Evanston, Illinois, and they're fantastic. And all you do is you just grate this on a microplane grater, really finely. And I've got about a half teaspoon of that. Smell the aroma of that. Isn't that marvelous?
Oh, that smells so much better.
Right, we're just going to put that.
I've got sitting in my.
I know, it just sits there forever.
Cabinet.
And we're just going to sift this through a colander.
Here, put it up there like that so they can see.
So you can see it. And you see you got a few little lumps. Sometimes the baking soda, the cream tartar, and all you do, if you can see those lumps there, just press it through.
Okay. So you don't need one of those strainers, those fancy sifters?
Put that away. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt. And I put the salt in now because I like kosher salt, and it doesn't oftentimes go through that particular strainer. And a little bit of sugar. And I like the brown sugar. That's about a teaspoon of sugar. And we're just going to mix that up a little bit.
All right.
Now, the trick here, have I forgotten anything? I don't think so.
What's the trick?
This is 4 tablespoons, about a half a stick of cold butter cut into little quartered cubes. And you're just going to, like most pastries, you're just going to work this in with a pastry cutter. You could use a couple of knives. You could use your fingers, not the palms of your hands, because it melt the butter. And you want to keep this as cold as you can. Patrick, while I'm doing this, why don't you talk a little bit about the tea you've got ready, getting ready for us over here.
We're going to make chamomile tea to go with these ginger scones. And it's so simple to do. I very seldom use the tea bags. I use loose tea. First of all, it's far cheaper, and it's more likely to be fresh. So what I just went to my local market and bought chamomile, just out of the bag. And again, Craig, smell that.
It's marvelous.
It's compared to the bag teas, you'll find that it just has much more, the oils haven't evaporated as so many of the tea bags do. And we're just going to put in about 2 teaspoons of this tea. And I use a French press to make my
You could use a teapot though, right?
You could use a teapot.
And a little strainer if you had it.
If you wanted to. But these are so easy to clean.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll just take some lemon.
You should give me one of those for Christmas.
Did I give you one?
No, you didn't. Why don't
maybe
you?
I will.
That's what we do every Christmas is we exchange gadgets.
Yeah, well, I've got.
Drives our wives crazy.
Gadgets. But I'm going to just take the lemon peel and twist it. So it's just the oil. You can see it spray even slightly. And we're going to pour hot water just over the top and let it sit.
All right, while Patrick's doing that, I'm going to show you that I've got this butter cut up into here, and it's just in little sort of what they call pea-sized chunks, and you can see it sort of blends, it doesn't blend together. You want the fat and the flour not completely blended. Now to that, I'm going to add about 2 ounces or so of chopped apricots, which is really terrific, and then about 2 ounces of candied ginger. Now this actually came this way. It's in these little nubs, and I think it's the leavings when they process canned ginger, and it's just basically ginger root cooked with a little bit of sugar for a while and candied. And this is about 2 ounces. I also got this at the Spice House.
On it.
Yeah, it's really good. Here, it's for you. And we'll just put that in there. Whoops. Isn't that nice?
So they can.
Yeah.
It takes a little of the bite off of it.
It's a little bite off of that.
Ginger is so strong.
Now, we got our ginger, our apricots, And now we're just going to add 3/4 of a cup of milk.
Now, is it warm or cold milk? Craig?
Cold. Keep everything cold so that the butter doesn't melt.
Okay.
Now, we're just going to stir this until it's blended. It goes very, very quickly.
So it's easy.
It's
There's
incredibly
no mixers
easy.
involved.
No mixers. You'll do everything by hand here.
It's the opposite of slow food. It's easy to
Move
make.
that for me here. I'm just going to put this out on the opposite of slow food. This is a quick one for people dropping by if you have having a brunch or something. And you're just going to sort of pull this together.
Ooh. Craig, that's
See?
really easy.
It's incredibly easy. Now, Patrick, you want to grab that sheet pan over there. And I'm going to cut this into 2 halves. Cut those in halves. This doesn't have to be. You can make this aesthetic and beautiful if you want. And there we have. We cut them on the bias. Oh, good idea. And we just have scones. Take these little corner ones and then cut these on the bias. I like the triangular.
I like the angle.
Okay. We'll just do that up.
That way, if they don't
very,
work out,
very
you
quickly.
can use them as chucks for your airplane.
Exactly, if you happen to have an airplane. Or if you're putting your car up to change a battery or tire. Not these scones, though.
Not these I've had
scones.
these scones before, and they are incredible, Craig.
Did I make these for the dad's breakfast once?
You did.
We have a monthly breakfast with the dads on our block. We go out. It's every now and then Patrick will have everybody
men,
over.
too. Some
Here,
of
wait
the
a
men
minute.
don't
Wait,
have
there's a little bit
children.
more. Now, I've just got one. You can do this or you can omit this if you want. I've got 1 beaten egg yolk. And this is just to give it a little sheen on the top. Nothing fancy. You want to sprinkle some, as I
can do
go,
that?
come behind me, and sprinkle some. I like this raw sugar because it gets a nice crunch to the top.
Yeah, it's like using sea salt.
And this little egg yolk will just give it a nice shimmer. Again, you
All
can
right.
omit that step if you want.
You missed one.
Oh my goodness. That would be me. That would be me today. All right.
It's the vision, Craig.
It's the vision
the
thing.
sixth
You gotta look.
Chakra.
You gotta look and see
We're
what the
paying
heck
attention
is
to the
going on here.
details and
All
the
right.
way it looks.
Now, they're all irregular. You can take more time to make them regular if you want. I really don't care because they're going to be eaten.
No, it has an
as-
organic, nice. It has
doesn't, you know,
each one individual.
clearly
feel.
is made
but
at
they are
home.
all about the same size, so they'll
Yeah,
cook.
they'll cook evenly. You want to get them close to the same size. This goes into a 450-degree oven for about 12 minutes. I'm going to hand me that, you know.
What is it, Craig? What would you like?
I just have to get this one out because it's hot. And here
Oh,
they are.
Craig, you have fingers of steel.
And there they are. Nice and browned on the top. You can see the little bits of the sugar still on there. And that's what we're going to do right now. Let me get a plate.
So this ties into the sixth chakra in the sense that if you take the time to make your tea, to make a scone, and then to sit and envision your life the way you would like it to be. Ask for guidance. Ask for visual guidance as you walk through your day. Listen and look and learn. But it's not just a learning right here, but it's a learning that goes down and enters your heart and permeates your body. So the idea will be, oh, look at this scone. That's a perfect
Isn't that
one,
pretty?
Craig. Is to choose and mindfully go about eating and drinking. Oh, I'm excited. Just
How
to
long
have
did you
this time.
steep that tea for?
Oh, just the time that we talked, so that's about
About
4.5, 5 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
And there's just a little lemon in there.
And that French press keeps the tea leaves from. You have a few in here,
It's
but
easy to
that's,
clean.
you know what? I kind of like that sort of rough quality. It
Oh,
gives a
you-
nice, and we can read them in the bottom if we want.
That's right. So
okay.
we can read the tea leaves in the bottom. That's right. What is the vision?
I hope you know how to, because I haven't got a clue.
I could probably do it.
You probably could.
I'd like to give it a try.
Cheers.
Read
Tea
the
and scones.
Read the tea leaves in the bottom when you're finished today, your sixth chakra. Enjoy your scones and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Take care.
Thank you very much.